Welcome to episode 11, chapter 4, The Principles of CaoDai, part 2, continuing on love with the Eastern religions.
For Buddha, love is one of the paths to full spiritual liberation, and one needs to develop this capacity to love through continuous practice. Love in Buddhism goes hand in hand with the practice of compassion and loving kindness. The Buddha taught that to realize enlightenment, one must develop wisdom and compassion. Wisdom here means understanding, insight, or consciousness, with the prajna, the corresponding Sanskrit word. This goes along with the idea of no self, or anatta. In order to love, we need to be aware, sensitive to understand the suffering and needs of the other person, and at the same time, we need to forget ourselves in the relief of suffering of others, not waiting for a reward, but being selfless and altruistic. Compassion, or karuna in Sanskrit, stems from the Latin words gom, with, and pati, to suffer. It means to feel the suffering of others, to suffer with them, and especially to want to actively to relieve that suffering. True love is born from understanding. Equanimity, apeka, remaining kindly disposed to and caring for others equally. As Buddha said, have compassion for all beings, rich and poor alike. Each has their suffering. Also radiate boundless love towards the entire world, above, below, across, unhindered, without ill will, without enmity. Justice in Buddhism resides in the law of karma. Good actions generate positive consequences and bad ones, negative effects either in this life or the next. So justice follows individual behavior. The law of karma induces harmony and peace in the family and the community. Buddhist disciples, with the law of karma and the principles of loving kindness and compassion ingrained in their upbringing, also always strive to think, behave, and act accordingly to the highest standards of goodness, believing that positive results will follow. All Hindu gods, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, are all compassionate. Vishnu is the most compassionate. Depictions of Vishnu usually show him with two arms embracing the physical world and two others embracing the invisible world. Hindu scriptures reflect on the justice as a social norm and a cosmic principle. The Upanishads merged with the concept of karma. Justice became thought of as a logical result of one's actions. Just as in Buddhism, good behaviors are rewarded and bad behaviors are naturally punished either during this life or next. For the Sikh, love means love for the God, for the Lord and His creation. Love is the most positive and powerful tool to bringing about peace in this life. Sikhism, justice is one of the attributes of God, and God is the only true judge. In the court of God, none can escape true judgment. This justice is delivered without partially in God's court. There are neither high nor low, nor rich nor poor. Hereafter goes not caste nor color. One becomes as per deeds. As we sow here, so shall we reap in His court. Dating back to the 6th century BCE, the ancient Indian religion known as Jainism affirms that the main principle is non-violence, ahimsa. and respect towards all living beings. James observed the golden rule in that one should treat all creatures in the world as one would like to be treated.
We will now continue with the Eastern religions on love and justice. Confucius' teachings address the code of conduct for a human being in relation to the family, the community, and the country. And within those groups, this code pertains to love and respect for parents, for the elderly, for the teacher, and for the neighbor. Humaneness and love go together to realize righteousness. And in that Confucian teaching of moral conduct, justice transpires in known codes such as never impose on others what you would not choose for yourself. Respect everybody as you would yourself and treat them as you want them to treat you. And what you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. Lao Tse, the founder of Taoism, said that the sky and the earth and I were born together. All 10,000 things and I have the same constituent. Therefore, for Taoism, the proper conduct in life is to see oneself as one with the universe and all beings and to live in harmony with them. Harmony and justice are achieved in our seeing others as we see ourselves, in treating others as we treat ourselves, and in our giving and yielding. We will pause a little bit and we will continue with CaoDai teaching. CaoDai. This section is reproduced from the book For the Rhythm of Our Journey by BÜ&BÜ, Coffee Press 2019, page 123 to 131. Love and justice constitute an essential teaching in CaoDai. As one enters any CaoDai temple, one will see at the center of the foremost wall the painting of the three CaoDai saints with the words in Chinese characters, also used by Vietnamese, and in French, Dieu et humanité, or God and humanity, and Amour et justice, or love and justice. This agreement of the three saints with God originated from a seance teaching of THÁI Lipo, the spiritual pope of CaoDai. The three saints are Nguyễn Bỉnh Khiêm, Victor Hugo, and Sun Yat-sen. You can see the painting of the three saints by going on caodai.org on the text of chapter 4. Nguyễn Bỉnh Khiêm, 1491 to 1585, was a renowned Vietnamese poet and prophet of the 16th century who led an exemplary life of quietude. His poetry not only was refined, but also taught people morality. He was also an accurate teller of the future. In CaoDai, the spirit of Nguyễn Bỉnh Khiêm came under the name of Thanh Sơn Đạo Sĩ, or Thanh Sơn Taoist Master, the master of Bạch Dân Động or White Cloud Lodge, of which Victor Hugo and Sun Yat-sen are also members. They have the mission from the Supreme Being to announce the God-human treaty for the third universal salvation of the Great Way. According to that treaty, any human who fulfills the principle of love and justice would be saved. These three saints from the Bạch Dân Động also have the mission of assistance to the Mother Goddess in the salvation of humanity. In the worshipping ceremony for the Mother Goddess, before reciting the prayers, the disciples have to express their commitment to the Mother Goddess, to the 9 immortal ladies, and to the saints of the White Cloud Lodge. The other saint is Victor Hugo, 1802-1885. Victor Hugo was a French poet, novelist, and dramatist of the 19th century. He is considered one of the greatest French writers. One of Hugo's best-known novels, Les Misérables, describes social misery and injustice. Victor Hugo practiced Spiritism while in exile on the island of Jersey. He believed in God, but did not like religions. He said, "Religions pass away, but God remains." In CaoDai, the spirit of Victor Hugo came under the name of Nguyệt Tâm Chân Nhân, or the true teacher with moon pure heart, one of the saints of the White Cloud Lodge. He received the mission from the Supreme Being to be responsible for the function of CaoDai overseas. He helped the establishment of the THÁI, or Heavenly Union Palace, the legislative body of CaoDai Sacerdotal Council. He also establishes prayers for the holy shower, wedding, and death ceremonies. The third saint is Sun Yat-sen, 1866-1925. Sun Yat-sen was the 20th century Chinese revolutionary and founder of the Republic of China. He was also a physician and a writer. In CaoDai, his spirit came under the name of Tôn Sơn Chân Nhân, true teacher Tôn Sơn, one of the saints of the White Cloud Lodge. Together with Nguyễn Bỉnh Khiêm and Victor Hugo, Sun Yat-sen has the mission to announce the God-human treaty during the third universal salvation of the Great Way.
What is the significance of the groupings of these three figures from different centuries and cultures together? In THÁI vision, the collaboration of the Vietnamese NHIN, BINH with the French Victor Hugo and the Chinese Sun Yat-sen is to show forgiveness and reconciliation. Vietnam was under these colonial governments of China for 1,000 years and the France for more than 80 years. The Supreme Being, Đức CaoDai, also called Đức Chỉ Dòng, wants to see the Vietnamese people extend forgiveness and reconciliation to China and France, and wants the rest of humanity to follow that example. In addition, the relationship between God and humankind includes a promise God makes that the three saints declare people simply by observing love, unconditional, and justice. Don't do to others what you don't want others to do to you. You may attain salvation. That was the reason for the painting as it was designed and executed by
hiện tài Lê Minh Tông
at the order
of Hộ Pháp Phạm Công Tắc,
who is the highest dignitary of the legislative body. Ho Fat means Dharma protector.
We will end here for episode 11, and thank you for listening, and we will see you back with episode 12, continuing on the teaching of love in CaoDai. Thank you.